3, 4. Hey everyone, how are you doing? I'm Martin and you are watching LOS, Language Online Services. Today I want to talk about my DIY lesson, Reality Check. But first things first. You've just seen 3 images. These pictures come from my 2022 lessons. My students and I have been using a number of VR headsets in our classes this year, and we've had a whale of a time learning and practicing English, German, Swedish, Czech, and some other languages. So we will definitely carry on with our VR lessons next year. Some of you probably wonder, what the heck is going on? Are you for real, Martin? This rhetorical expression, are you for real, is on the brink of becoming the actual question of our times. Are we for real? Will our avatars, our digital selves, exist in any meaningful sense? Or should we treat them as theatrical constructs that we can easily switch on and off like a TV? All these questions remain to be answered. My lesson, hopefully, is not only thought-provoking, it will also help you understand and use the language we will all need to talk about these things and answer some of these questions. So let's take a closer look at what I've got, okay? This lesson is based on the work of David Chalmers, an Australian philosopher and cognitive scientist. David published a book at the beginning of 2022, and I decided to use some of his ideas from his book in my lesson. So, in the introduction, you will basically get a good understanding of where I'm going with this lesson, and you will learn a little bit more about David's work. Then we've got language 1. In this section, you will learn and practice several expressions that will help you to talk about this topic. In language 2, we will take a look at the art of productive disagreement. What language do you use to agree or disagree with someone? How does it feel to express strong disagreement with somebody? I do believe that productive disagreement is a healthy thing, but you need to practice how to debate all kinds of issues. So in this part of my lesson, you will try out some expressions, and they should help you to become a better communicator. You want to get a bit more assertive when you agree or disagree with people. Okay? The next part is basically about putting everything you've learned so far in this lesson into practice. I will ask you to agree or disagree with 3 statements which David Chalmers makes in his book, and I'd like you to use the language from part 1 and 2 when you answer and debate these statements. And finally, I have a little bit of homework for you. I'd like you to take a look at the 7 rules of the metaverse. I know this sounds crazy. We don't really know where we are going with this. There's been a storm of hype surrounding the metaverse. But hey, I want you, my students, my friends, my colleagues, my family members, I want you to keep learning. So when there is an opportunity to explore a new topic a bit further, we should actually go that way. So here you can read a little bit about the metaverse. This article I'd like you to read was written by Tony Parisi, a VR pioneer. This guy has been active in this area for over 30 years, so this is a great place to start. I also want to give you a plug for my DIY lesson called The Metaverse. It's another lesson I wrote a while ago. So if you want to take a deep dive into the concept of metaverse, be my guest. Last but not least, I want you to listen to our Idiomania podcast show, episode 49. In this show, my English friend Rory and I introduce several idioms relating to my lesson. Alright, how does all this sound to you? What do you make of it? If you've enjoyed this video, please reach us at languageonlineservices.com to download all this stuff. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and stick around. I'll be back with another DIY lesson intro soon. I'm really sorry I have to dash out now. I'm taking a trip into orbit in a few moments. My student and I are going to the International Space Station to have an English lesson. So what I have to do now is to switch on my VR headset. I need to put on my spacesuit, and then we'll be off like a shot. Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and get ready, get real. 2023 is coming soon. I'll see you then. Bye for now.